Why do so many capable women stay silent in meetings? It's not because they don't have ideas, and it's not because they lack competence. It's because of conditioning. Hi, I'm Vessela, Global Executive Leader, Coach and Trainer. Welcome to Leadership Bites. Today, we will talk about why women don't speak up, even when they know. Many women were taught early on, be nice, don't interrupt, don't be too much. Be like before being hurt. And these messages are often subtle. They are not always explicit, but they are there in how we are raised, in what is praised, and in what is discouraged. So over time, we learn something very important. Speaking up can feel risky. And this doesn't just disappear when you grow up or when you take certain position. Even in senior roles, even in leadership position, this pattern still shows up. You're in a meeting, you have a thought, a strong opinion, maybe even a better idea, and then you hesitate. Maybe it is not the right moment. Maybe someone else is going to say this or willing to say this. Maybe I need to think this through a bit more. Maybe I'm overthinking. And just like that, the moment is gone. And what often happens next is even more frustrating. A few minutes later, someone else says something very similar. And suddenly, the idea is heard, recognized, valued. And you sit there thinking, I was just about to say that. This is not about capability. This is not about intelligence. This is about behavior patterns that have been shaped over years. And the problem is, in today's organizations, these patterns don't serve you. Because here is the truth. You don't get recognized for what you think. You get recognized for what you say. Your ideas only exist for others when you bring them into the room, on the table. And I see this very often in my work. Brilliant, capable women who have strong perspectives, who see things clearly, who think strategically, but who hold back. Not because they don't know, but because they are still navigating this internal question. Is it the right moment? Am I allowed to say this? Let me reframe that. Leadership is not about waiting for permission. It is about taking responsibility for your perspective. And speaking up is not about being loud. It is not about dominating the conversation. It is not about having the perfect words. It is about showing up, being present, and allowing your voice to be part of the conversation. Because when you don't speak, you remove your influence. And leadership, at its core, is about influence. There is also something else. When you speak up, you don't just contribute your idea. You also create space for others. You make it easier for next person to share their perspective. You shift the dynamic in the room. So this is not just about you, but it is about the entire culture you create together. Now, I know this is not always easy, because there is still this fear of being judged, fear of being wrong, fear of being too much. But here is something important. Remember, most people in the room are not as confident as they seem. They are also thinking, also hesitating, also questioning themselves. So next time you notice that moment, that hesitation, that little voice in your head, try something different. Don't wait for the perfect wording. Don't wait for the full certainty or the ideal situation. Don't wait until your idea is fully formed. Just start speaking, even if it is not perfect, even if it is not complete. Because clarity often comes through speaking, through conversation, not before it. And over time, this becomes easier. Not because the fear disappears, but because your confidence grows. And one day, you realize something. Your voice was never the problem. It just needed space, because your voice doesn't need permission.